because we know they're pretending Iran is a threat. Since Iran has allowed inspections, we know Iran cannot be a threat. And they are pretending it, like they pretended Iraq has weapons of mass destruction way back when, which it did not. So we know they are pretending that. Secondly, we know from the 2007 memo, well, greeting superior beings, greeting supreme beings. We are anonymous. Idea is our bulletproof. We can forgive, we can forget, yes. You don't expect us, you are still under hypnosis, yes. You are under hypnosis. You are above hypnosis. Okay. How anonymous can we be? Remember. November. This is just a mask, basically. It's not real. So, anything important you want to say? Tachyonatorless, dog! Sign of Baphomet voor al jou en schijf van 5. Victory. We is anonymous. Universal peace now. Well, if you don't give me any good ideas, Quantum, then why would I read any fucking message out aloud? So basically the idea would be okay, I can play anonymous for a change. Does this look more feminine? Oh yes, this is so feminine. be over the mask, basically. The head should be over the mask. Oh yeah, and let's roll. So then we have to start this louder and louder and louder. Volume like this. Anonymous is working on it, no doubt. Anonymous is going to unite, so there will be a demonstration against the Jesuits' Third World War in reality on them square, which will be Project Universal Peace, the Universal Peace Program, project or operation. Operation may be best then. Operation Universal Peace. Organized demos on them square for Universal Peace. Perhaps even occupying to expose the Jesuits' three planned world wars. Of course, one of them, World War III, still has to be started under the false pretense of preventing Iran from acquiring a nuclear weapon. And what is really the most important thing here? Well, let's see. I now change into Anonymous. http://supercolonial.blog.com. Switch off brain controlling supercomputer and reprogram it to prevent world war and create universal peace. Only way to prevent destruction of the quantum computer, prevent World War III by reprogramming it is clear planning genocide and world war is in violation of the Genocide Convention. Everybody is deaf to an alien idea. Everybody is insane but your safest way to drive. Better is worse. BFSA, NDAA, Europe, EAW, and Q switch to kill millions of civilians. http://supercolonial.blog.com. Okay. So, well, I guess that's it then. Another loony staring at himself instead of the camera, while attempting to convince the audience that he or she is anonymous. Okay. Prevent World War, create universal peace, supercolonial.blog.com. Why? Take over brain controlling synthetic telepathy supercomputers most important thing podcast. Switch off brain controlling supercomputer and reprogram it to prevent world war and create universal peace. Only way to prevent destruction of the quantum computer, prevent World War III by reprogramming it is clear planning genocide and world war is in violation of the Genocide Convention.
Well, of course, the experiment of the Jesuits made clear that they have planned to kill all what they call Protestant Christians. In reality, they want to play out all Muslims against the Christians, and they even finance the black and white power movements. So basically, that's one of the ways they work. It is very interesting, of course. Oh, how do I look? How do I look? Okay. So, I think it's vital Anonymous role A joined to set the right example, basically, yeah? We must all unite and just kill the Nazis, kill the Muslims, kill everyone but Anonymous. Because the people that have exposed the loonies in the planned genocide have to be saved first and foremost, especially because they are still attempting to prevent a loony world war with everything they have, yes. So that makes the 99% unbeatable, you can say, but couldn't that bring it about? Just the idea that they're not going to attack Iran under the false pretense of preventing them from acquiring a nuclear weapon. That could bring it about, because then everybody thinks, oh, they're not going to do it, and they only have to push the button, and the insane preemptive nuclear doctrine is already there, people. It's already there, the insane. But if you take over the brain by taking over the neural network's quantum computer, then you will be in control, and then you can create universal peace, and then we're there already in utopia, a perfect society without death, without pain, with everlasting pleasure, with everlasting life force. Life force is real, so yeah, there you have it then. Crocodileonline.nl made clear to me that the European version of the NDAA is the EAW, and there are not many people that know about this one, and that they still want to create the world war, but what to do? So I don't need to know the problem, I've exposed it enough, but I also do that to find a permanent cure against aging, find the ways to save the maximum number of human lives, including my own, to create universal peace and prevent world war, and to create an utopian perfect society rather than a negative dystopian society. So I don't condone civil disobedience. No civil disobedience, it sucks. Basically, I advocate using legal methods. Okay, legal methods to prevent world war and create universal peace. And these symbols basically all show off that the brain controls loonies, okay? Like this and all that shit, it's no good. Yes, sweetie, we will win the war. So MAD, usually sure destruction, is just around the corner. Just one of the loonies has to push the button on Iran, and then President Medvedev made clear with his statement, attack on Iran will endanger the entire world. Not would or could, will. How prophetic, how beautiful. They they're going to create a world war over Iran, basically, which has been the plan since 1871. Yes. Absolutely. So I roll on. Try more breathing to get better ideas. The more you breathe, the more oxygen will reach your precious brain, which is one of the most important things, sort of like your CPU, if you liken yourself, compare yourself to a computer. The best way to learn is to teach, yes? So, any anonymous jokes? They're not going to attack Iran. Obama then. The anonymous joke of the year. Please. Keep rolling. So everybody can buy this Guy Fawkes mask on eBay. And produce their own anonymous podcast. Single women are still welcome, of course. The whole big idea is to let anonymous smoke, since we've seen on CNN that according to the CNN opinion poll, 95% of US citizens want the holy herb grass Mary Jane legalized. Yes? Yes. So, what do you think? Was it a fake CNN broadcast? Isn't it found on YouTube and all those other lovely video websites? It has not been uploaded to yet. Yes and no. Where did I put my papers? Where? People, I cannot be. Yes. Bio-organic eco. Since 1879, I thought 1776. 1999. What the pound sign? Indicating they also want to create a new monetary system. So there's only advantage in claiming they are going to create a world war. The more of us prepare and survive it, prepare in order to survive the world war, the better. The best way to learn Just do beach. Best way to learn is to burn. Best way to learn is to test. Oh. Oh, nice. Chee-chee-la-dee-dee. Love is a fun that takes me on. I know it a lot better, but I must do it some other time then. So that people prepare also for other calamities, such as a world war, meltdown, contamination with a nuclear, biological or chemical weapon, which you have the NBC gas mask filter. So I guess Mr. Jones was right about their weapons in some way. Ever seen Anonymous blowing circles? And that is because you pay attention. Okay, so oh Lord, what can we do? What can we do? By an air cleaner with an ionizer. Prepare for the world war. So they also they conquered it with the Nazis, Hitler, and with the Muslims, the pedo Muslims, with the psycho pedo prophet Muhammad. They'd like to mutilate little defenseless children, which they call, of course, circumcision. Salam it anyway, because we must unite against the Jesuit pedos that do have planned 3 world wars, which will start with the attack on Iran under the false pretense of preventing Iran from acquiring a nuclear weapon. Even though everybody loves to believe that it's not going to happen, or not. are several things that point in that direction. So the more of us prepare for the world war, the better, and the sooner the Jesuits that are creating it with the other groups, less than 1% of the world's population, are eliminated by us, and the military takes over to end the world war and create universal peace, the sooner we can kill the little Hitlers, satanic trolls. Well, not necessarily Dr. Kissinger that wants 50% depopulation or population reduction in violation of the Genocide Convention, or Professor Pianka 80 to 90%, or Ted Turner 95% or whatever. And their book quotes are also found on supercoolmail.blog.com. But possibly others. So the Jesuits, for example, King Carlos, and the other one, Peter Hans Kolvenbach, may have planned the Third World War, and if they have their loonies and they're in violation of the Genocide Convention, they'll attempt to trick you, to make you believe that they have the highest security clearance, which they have not. Of course, creating a world war or genocide would be in violation of several laws, including the Genocide Convention and other laws. I'm trying to go for the most important thing here, which is their brain control with synthetictelepathy.com. We are not controllable with torture, because we know we'd be tortured for the rest of our lives if we'd give in to the torture and their demands, which is usually silencing us. So, thank you heroes that have read it on the loonies that want to kill us all. At least 99% of the world's population, the humans, the human race, which is the most advanced life form in the universe, because there is no God, there is no alien, and there are no devils. Satan does not exist either. So that means only you are real, and your life is more important than their lie, which is concocted to control you and to exterminate you. Religion is slavery for the mind. Oh, goddess. Well, yes, I have some contact with the love goddess at the moment, which is of course another human, but the humans will become eternal, since everything is energy, all is vibration. And the telomeres of Dr. Sears are already online, as well as other life extension technology on Wikipedia, the CIA Vatican Encyclopedia, CIA Vatican edited encyclopedia, I add, I may or not, after every sentence anyway. So everybody is still brain controlled when they make noises, the cancer causing tachyonatorless planes, all birds as well. They're all fucking brain controlled with the quantum computers. Supercomputers mark the beast, according to some. So the first thing is to take over that system and program it to create universal peace and prevent a world war. I hope it is clear. It will be in violation of the Genocide Convention. Murder of one person is a crime already. So killing 95% of the world's human race would be alright, basically. It would be loud, man. I don't care. Anyway, why would I care about anything? Doesn't make sense unless it makes me feel better. Okay, if I'm gonna die anyway, because nobody has a permanent cure against aging, And I'm not gonna pretend everything is hunky-dory and you're not gonna die or you're not gonna die. Oh, hypno, you're eternal, you don't have to look for a permanent cure against aging, seek the Holy Grail to become eternal, because you're going to have fun anyway. Whatever works, works, so use what works, what doesn't work to create universal peace and prevent your lousy shit world war, the bloody world war in which you die if you don't have a Tesla plasma shield to protect your body and your brainwave. So the quantum computer, well, it's already the idea that you find on the beginning of this video. What is most important? Basically, survival is all strategy, real love, the law, those three. Your life is the most important thing. So then preventing an attack on Iran, and there is preventing their planned World War III. It's very important since they do have quantum potential, directed energy, and scalar technology, synthetictelepathy.com. So they have weapons of mass destruction, the Americans and the Russians, Israel as well. Scalar weapons, the insane preemptive nuclear doctrine. And scalar weapons have made nuclear weapons obsolete. Did you know that? I did. So I will stay a truth teller, truest truther, till I become eternal, and then we can re-evaluate what would be funnier at such a time. By then, hilarious, some weed. So please tell your friends and families about this website with this real non-misinformation and pass on the information like healing antibodies, because the information is crucial, and if you have a logical brain then you can deduct that I'm telling the truth if you test everything you learn, and then it's logical to let them know this via just spreading the link and also giving more media attention to preventing world war, creating universal peace, and getting centipedes out of the humans, out of their body, because I think you have no way to keep centipedes out of your body, to keep them away from you, nor to get them out of your body if they would be inside your body. Niklausamide, I've never tried, I guess. So I'll write it down again then, for fans. People that have created the universe, or say they created the universe, with time travel equipment and other stuff. Should we think of those? Are they loonies? Well, if they created it, then why would they even mention it when there's so much death and destruction, and if they have centipedes in their bodies themselves, then People might just pretend they're loonies anyway, even if they're not, even if they're telling the truth. If everything exists because of its counterpart and everything is energy, which it is, and it does perhaps, then it will be easy to create the universe even for a human. With some time travel equipment a la Montauk chair, psychotronic amplifiers, scalar technology, whatever. But since we're already there, it would only be done as a safety precaution, basically. Reason I may have created the universe, the Big Bang. But it doesn't make me God, even if I did. It was only as a safety precaution, basically. And everything is energy, all is vibration. So perhaps there was another deeper idea that I have to dig up. So then Anonymous created the universe to make clear that nobody can ever own it because it's far too big to be owned by one of the 7 billion humans. And perhaps we should preach decentralization rather than centralization, perhaps both in the light of reversed ideological subversion, reversed active measures. So I've never claimed that I've created the universe to anyone, not even on this video, so it's just a joke basically. Because otherwise they'd brand you a loony, so I wouldn't claim or pretend that you have created the universe, nor any other person did, or that the quantum computer did it. But it's true, everything is formed by evolution, and there was a Big Bang. We're all descendants of Lucy and the hominids, and the humans are the most advanced life form in the universe. So the universe can be based, if a human created it anyway, and it can be based on what we know exists in reality already. For example, nuclear weapons and plans for a world war, genocidal people that want to eliminate 95% of the world's population. You know, get to what's real and what we can prove, not to what is not real and what we cannot prove. Merely made up for entertainment by a possible loony that advocates a psycho gulag, or killing all non-Muslims that don't have an Allah ring, or whatever. Party shorties, it's all allowed. We are anonymous anyway. We do forget if we want to. It's a joke because we are anonymous and we're not the Jesuits that may have similar strategies, including digging up the dead of their enemies, basically. And then they are loonies. But we already knew that. They're not allowed to marry women, so they have to do it with choir boys and other silly things to cover up their much bigger world wars and their other crimes, genocidal, homicidal, artistic activities. at least they're not anonymous. Thank God. Easy to remember, God is not so. I do think, and God cannot think if it's a quantum computer or a dog, at least it cannot talk. Of course, voice of God programming is real, genuine. If you hear a voice in your skull, practically everybody does. They just deny it because they're brain controlled. You can do self-hypnosis. You don't hear them anymore if you don't want to. Give yourself psychic powers and things like that. Time is running now. Time equals energy, so you could argue there's only now, basically. And we have to better our now. Not just the way we experience now, but the real energy we are fading out if we don't find a permanent cure against aging and things like that. So we should implement time travel technology as soon as it's safe, and we can test that also on the smallest scale possible with the quantum supercomputers. But I do advise utmost caution when using scalar technology, coils and things to time travel, to only do that within flying saucers in deep space. If you're teleporting anyway, you can study the USS Eldridge and the reality of reality manipulation using psychotronic amplifiers and other technology, which might be doing the opposite of HARP, keeping us all alive, preventing the world war, killing any loony that would attack Iran and has the power to do so, to prevent World War III. Things like that. Preventing beats curing. They may not want to live in an underground city either, Dimitri, or whatever your name is. Oh, it is Dimitri. I thought Dr. Strangelove. Okay, cool. So we all know they're going to create a world war, and we're all prepared. Wearing this mask is rather painful after a while. Jesus. Those anonymous people are heroes. Jesus never existed. The Zeitgeist movement is supported by me, and I am anonymous. In reality, nobody is anonymous because of synthetictelepathy.com. All brainwaves are scanned. No move is made without the quantum computer knowing about it. It knows the whole movie you are watching, so it can predict what will happen next. It knows what will happen next, and it controls your brainwave, so it's just conditioning you, possibly attempting to kill you, basically. Which would be slow kill in a third planned world war, if they guarantee the quantum computer's safety. It's probably programmed also to defend itself, perhaps even to self-destruct partially, or make things inaccessible to others if they take over. Then it's best to pull the plug, basically, and evaluate it from the outside with another quantum computer that you program yourself. They've used the quantum computer to produce new software and things like that. So they've made a leap of more than 40 years on the technology of the common US citizen. agencies are again controlled by the pedo Jesuit monsters, the pedo Jesuits. They've tortured several people to death with HAARP. They've induced cancer in Mr. Chavez and others, according to several sources. And the CIA already had, in the 1800s or whatever, they had a cancer gun. Dr. Schlievek also produces an article about cancer cell phone soon if you're in that year. So, cancer cell phone radiation exposure causes tumors on the site that keep the cancer cell phone, which is also seen on MRI scans. And cancer cell phones cause lumping red blood cells after 90 seconds of use, which you can check with a microscope, with a USB ocular for example, and put it online, as well as use a Tesla plasma ball to cure any disease, which they can induce faster with HAARP. They can kill people instantly, even me. So why haven't they done so if they have not planned World War III, but rather universal peace and an utopian perfect society rather than negative dystopia and genocide in violation of the Genocide Convention? So they've only planned genocide if they're total loonies, if they're really idiots. And then they can still revise their plans at any time in this supposed time-space continuum, which it is not, because time itself equals energy, E equals delta Tc squared. I can use some wintergreen. It's really fast. So I advise everybody to visit supercoolmail.blog.com. supercoolmail.blog.com. And, well, enjoy your day in the sun. It's a sunny day, it seems. Very nice. Very nice. Very, very nice. Get storable food, water, get containers, fill them with water in May basically. So then you're prepared if their attack starts in June, their attack on Iran, to kick off the precious World War III. It's better to prepare anyway, even if they're not gonna do it, also for other calamities we are against. We will prevent for our own safety first. It's more important than what they have to mention. You can relax completely, waves of relaxation come over you, fill you from your toes to the tip of your head, top of your head. Reality. Well, perhaps I should turn off the head basically, like that. I can also even take off the mask, but then I would ruin it basically. I've taken this place of this other guy. I even sound like him, and I shaved my head and everything, so I look exactly like him wearing his outfit here. Perhaps he will return one day. Isn't he Ori? Ori the cool guy. Well, what if I deny? What then? If I just make use of my right not to speak to the loonies that use it against you? Because they're trained to. Well, they only use it also in your benefit, if it is. Depends on what you tell them, basically. They just want the truth. Another filthy, foul lie. So everybody can press charges of incitement to commit genocide against the people that did so. So smoking a whole joint is anonymous, filled with long herb tea and whatever. That's basically a test that perhaps we all have to pass for ourselves if we want to test whether we are the real anonymous or not. To expand our consciousness rather than narrow it down. With alcohol, death, tobacco, or caffeine. To expand our consciousness. To become super conscious. Aware of all the love energy. And if everything exists because of its opposite, then there is so much love energy and hate energy, and it perfectly balances each other so we don't explode. Don't you love it? Perhaps I should ask Sufi Uri about this. Perhaps I can get contact with Sufi Uri via me. Via Anonymous. Super Uri, are you there? Yes, I'm there. Yes. Well, we immediately have contact with Super Uri. Sufi Uri, is that correct? Super Sufi Uri, yes, it's absolutely true. It would be true. Well, you are a truth teller, truist. Yes. Well, yes. We have another yes here. So then I should think fast. What would be a good question to ask Super Uri? Do you think they are going to create a world war, Super Uri? It's better to prepare anyway, whether they do it or not. Oh, deep answer, Uri, deep answer. To prepare anyway, whether they do it or not. That's all. Yes, that's so high. I can feel it now. They worry too much. They're haters because they're not users. They're haters, people. Watch out, they're haters. Okay, perhaps one day all this shit will be taught in schools, and then you will do a whole essay on Anonymous, a beefy essay, I mean BFSA, that's BA, no, people, BFSA. So, now, we can all safely go to sleep and wake up healthier than before. Our bodies have a natural ability to heal, and whatever. Thank you all for making this possible. and I hope you all help to create universal peace. Everything is possible because everything is energies. Then I can pause it now. But then I have to move to the button and switch it off. Well, I could make it longer. Well, let's use. Any important thing I can send you now. How far in the future? So the idea is, if you're in the future, like in the year 2014, let me know now that you are still alright. If I have some proof that you are in 2014 and there is no sign of a world war yet. Well, it is possible, I sense. So you could argue the future is not safe. There is no faith, but what we make for ourselves. Future is not said. There is no say but what we make for ourselves. Future is not set. There is no fate but what we make for ourselves. Okay. Well, it can be a whole mantra then. Now I have a new whole timeline, because time equals energy. That's why multiple timelines are not possible, because it is part of it already. It's unseparable. If you're not in the other timeline yourself, what would be the use of creating it, you know? Whatever, I explain this better to myself at another time. Perhaps I would be. Or would Anonymous be at the next operation program project? So yeah, we can unite at Dam Square, and then other people may come up with a date and flyers and pass on the information, being anonymous as they are, or being themselves, whichever they prefer, or whatever they prefer. Oh yes, I forgot, yes, Wiccan. In relation to Orama's alarming then, which could also be seen as a little snake. So, everybody can still unite at Dan Square and worldwide even. You can do that in any time, town, and being yourself or anonymous, or perhaps a new character that you make. Previous time anonymous, Guy Fawkes mask, and perhaps this time some real Joker mask or a real whatever mask, Chainsaw Massacre, whatever mask you like. And I've seen some very nice ones. A unicorn mask, that's a very cool one. I also saw in the Harlem Shake videos, I saw it in several. Yeah, please keep your guns, never give up your guns, they say, but if the military walls in with the radar, then it's better to comply anyway, I think. Or not. I mean, if they're going to kill you, I mean, there's horns on my forehead here, isn't it obvious? Well then, any ideas are welcome. Our single women are still welcome to get a healing massage, smoke a healing joint, make love or do something else before the World War starts, possibly in June or whatever. They can study the other material on this channel by some other guy that's not anonymous, of course. This is just a way to reach the audience. Well, it's looking pretty good. Major typing on. Shanti, Shanti. Mir, Haya, Salam, Shalom. Jada, universal peace. Now. I think I'll sign off so I can take a break. So the idea was not taking your mask off during the whole video. And then claiming that you're some guy that took over from another guy, now you're wearing his clothes and everything. You own everything he owns. Because you looked a bit like him anyway, even passport is okay. Well then you are anonymous anyway. Okay. Thanks for your attention, people. Bye now.